Hi everyone, it's Dr. Brooks. I wanted to get on today and talk about my top 5 toys for 2019. So those of you that haven't gotten all of your Christmas gifts yet, or you want to get a couple more, I want to kind of go over these. I'm really sorry this is coming in late. I meant to do this a couple weeks ago, but I didn't. So sorry. Okay, the first one is one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. I was at the Computer Electronics Show in January of 2019 and came across a smart train called Intelino, Intelino. I'm also going to put all the links to these down in the text, but it's a smart train. So it kind of does the intuition of what you would need, what you would normally use like on a train, but it's got these little tiles that you then can program it. And then the next step is sort of using your phone. You can control it with an app on your phone. It sort of can go from a very basic smart train to a very advanced robotic toy. And I know a lot of the kids on the spectrum love to put things together, figure things out. And I think this is just sort of a whole new level of interactivity that's just amazing. I loved it. I saw it. I played with it. So I'm super excited for the guy that designed it. I got to meet him in Vegas. And I'm super glad to see it actually come to market. It's fantastic. So please check it out. The starter set is on Amazon. It's 89 bucks. It's on sale right now. And then you can get kind of additional stuff. So you can find it on Amazon. And again, I'm going to put all the links down. Number 2 is Ruminate. I don't know if you guys seen this before. I might have even talked about it on our Facebook page, but it's basically Legos for girls. I'm going to say, this is just something I took off. I just did a Google search, but imagine Legos for my girls on the spectrum, but it's making houses, making different things. You can also make these sort of robotic that you can program different pieces into them so they can become, again, very basic Legos. Instead of putting together something like a car, the girls can put together things like a dollhouse, which is cool. So, and then they have all different kinds of things. This is Emma's Townhouse. That's what it's called. Okay. But they've got a bunch of them. Love this product. I actually saw this product on Shark Tank back in 2017. So I know I've talked about it before. Still love it. This is available starting at 10 bucks. Really, again, you can get it on Amazon, so you guys can Amazon Prime it and still get it in time for Christmas. So, anyway, love this. It was actually started by a female engineer. And she wanted something that girls could design and build and that was feminine instead of the old school Legos. So this is just beautiful. I love this. So check this out. The third one is kind of a oldie but a goodie, weighted blankets. Here's the thing about a weighted blanket. What it is, let me talk about that. The weighted blanket is heavier than a typical blanket. I have a tiny one in my office. Hold on, let me grab it. Sorry, ill prepared. So this is a weighted blanket. I keep this in my office. See how small this is? This is more of like a lap weighted blanket. So you just I can put it on some of the kids' laps when they're here. So a weighted blanket is sort of provides pressure and possible that possible sense of security, right? Some of the kids on the spectrum love pressure. They're sensory seeking, right? And this can be very comforting to them, and they sell weighted blankets now very, very cost effectively. In the autism community, weighted blankets are also used in occupational therapy. So your kids might be using the vest, they might be using a blanket. They have all kinds of tools that are great, and it can calm the kids. It can make them less restless. It can make them less stressed, especially as you're traveling and going to new places or having people over at your house. Could be something you want to consider. People also use them for sleep. Just people that I've talked to are like, oh, I sleep with a weighted blanket. It's great. I go to sleep. It helps me. So that's something. Here's the things, though, I want you guys to be kindly aware of when you're looking. Weighted blankets will come by weight. They'll say 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever. I would like you to try to be able to remove the weight, because how much pressure does your kiddo need any given day? I don't know. So like this one, I'm trying to pull it apart, but the Velcro's like, "Rrr." So this is Velcro. I can open it and I can take weight out, put weight in, right? So you can kind of get it home and make sure, you know, is this enough weight? Do they need more? Do they need less? You can kind of play with it a little bit until you get that right amount of weight. You also want to make sure you can take the cover off and wash it. Okay, we all know kids are gross. They're going to spill things on it, snot things on it, you know, sneeze on it, whatever. And then pay attention to the texture of the fabric. We all know our sensory kids like certain fabrics, don't like certain fabrics. So make sure you're looking at the description of the fabric. This is sort of a nice, I got this made to be this really nice soft, these little monkeys, really nice soft. And then I got the other side, see the bumps, so they can run their hands on this. This is fantastic. This is from a woman that made this for me, and this was, I mean, this is 10 years old, so I doubt, I doubt this is sort of someone that's in business. But the other thing that I like about these is sometimes you can even do your own, like just attach a toy to it or a fidget, just for them to fidget with while they're sitting, which is kind of great, especially if they're going to use this in the car or something. So anyway, number 3, weighted blanket. So those are just kind of my tips for that. Washable, you can take the weight in and out, and then you pay attention to the fabric of it. A sensory Peapod. Patricia, who works for me, told me about this. This is fantastic. Look at this. So these are durable, they're inflatable, they come in multi-sizes. It's basically a personal pod. Your kid just fits in it. Look at this, isn't this fantastic? This is autismproducts.com. So this is where I found it. It's basically like a full body hug, again, for my kids that are sensory seeking. Kind of looks like a canoe. Funny, right? Anyway, so they range in size, obviously. This medium to large size that you're looking at here is $79. So pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. And then the last one I want to mention is swings. These are doorway swings. So think about this like the new generation of door swings, those little kangaroo things that you put them in when they're toddlers. This is like the big girl, big boy version of that. So this comes with 3 different swings that are for your doorway. It's a combo kind of swing set, and it's $179. So for the kiddos that like to swing, it's cold outside, you think about these things, this is great. I mean, fantastic. Like if you guys are traveling, you can stick, probably something like this little ring set into your carry-on and take it with you. I mean, stuff doesn't seem to be too big. But when I think about winter, I'm thinking about indoors, what could we do for our sensory kids? So that's sort of what I was thinking of when I was thinking of things to keep them busy, right, with their hands, things to keep them busy for their brain, and then things to kind of comfort them. So I kind of put these together. Again, everything's going to be down below. Then I wanted to think of some stocking stuffers, like little things, that you can put in a stocking, or that you can, give to them, like family, friends. Everyone's going to give your kids stuff. So what do you tell them to get, right? So I have 7 things that I really like for little stocking stuffers. The first thing is the sensory chew toys, right? The necklaces, the bracelets, the little things that you hand. I like, and some of my kids that like fidget toys, I've had parents attach them to their belt loops, and then they can fidget with them when they're feeling that need, right? When they're feeling anxious, when they're feeling like they need some sensory input. So love it, love it. Noise reducing earmuffs. Love those. They do come in kid sizes. I think it's important any time of year, all times a year, that your kids be able to learn that when I put these on, I can tune out the noise. I can tolerate what's happening around me because I have these. I know a lot of you were saying my kids would never put anything on their ears. They hate their ears touched. This is different, you guys. It's different because if noises are something they're sensitive to, really, really try with the earmuffs, because once they realize that they're helping, they might be their new best friend. And it also becomes something sort of appropriate, right? Because when the kids are out in public and they're screaming or they're having a meltdown because of all the noise, that really sort of helps regulate it. They know if I go into your bag and I get the earmuffs out of mom's bag, I can put them on and I can regulate or control what's going on around me, right? So behavior gets good. A time timer, that's what it's called. It's on autismproducts.com. Kitchen timers, the old school ones that you go and it tick, 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 tick. I tell you guys to use these all the time at home with my kids with ADD, ADHD. Work great, but really with any kid. And I use the timer because the kids are too young to tell time. They don't know what 5 minutes is. They don't know what 2 minutes is. They don't know what 10 minutes is, right? But they can physically see this timer. And I like it. It has like this red zone. And you tell them when that timer hits the ding, you have to be done. This helps with transitioning, which is the struggle, right? Is a struggle. It helps with kind of modifying how long it should take them to do things for my ADD, ADHD kids that are taking forever to do something simple, like put your shoes on. And it also helps them with a level of independence, right? I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna tell you 10 times to put on your shoes. I'm gonna turn the timer. Shoes need to be on by the time this goes off and you walk away. It's creating some independence and a way for them to kind of visually see what they have to do in that time frame. So I love that. Number 4 is my fidget squeeze balls, the balls that you can squeeze and they have things inside of them. Some of them are mushy. Sometimes they put little balls inside of balls. Sometimes they feel like little pieces of popcorn in there. So you can get all kinds of different ones depending on what your kid is into. The 5th one is the Grotto Grip Pencil. So you know how we want our kids to grip their pen in writing position, if you can see that, versus this or this, you know, that they do all kinds of weird things, right? This sort of puts them in the position to use their pen, right? Great stocking stuffer, also helps them with their writing position. So it's called the Grotto Grip Pencil. Another one that I saw on autismproducts.com was, it's called the Shoulder Snake. And it's like a mini weighted blanket, right? It's long and thin and it's a little snake and you can just put it around their neck, like a neck wrap. And it may help just sort of settle them. So if this is like crazy to carry around, because it is, and you guys are traveling or whatever, you can always try getting a small version, a little snake. And again, what's cool about these is your kid doesn't look weird, right? It's just like a cute little, it's like wearing a stuffed animal. And it's sort of something that's more socially acceptable looking, right? But it may help just with anxiety. And then the last one is a weighted stuffed animal. So if this thing is that I don't want it on their neck, don't want it on their shoulders, sometimes getting those stuffed animals that are weighted, they're literally called weighted stuffed animals, and they have bears, they have all kinds of different things. That's sort of a way that they can hold something and have that weight against them, right? Because they're seeking that sensory input. So anyway, hopefully that helps you. I know it's late. I know Christmas is next week, and Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. So everyone's going to be celebrating. So anyway, I'm not sure if you can get any, well, if you have Amazon Prime, you can get some of this definitely before Hanukkah begins. So anyway, I love you all. I hope you all have a very safe and amazing holiday season. And we look forward to helping you guys in 2020, and anything you want to know more about, anything you want me to do videos about, send me a message on Facebook. Let me know. I'm happy to do it. I'd love to know your recommendations and things that you guys need so we can help you out. Thanks so much. We'll see you later. Bye.